Hey everybody, it's Dudley, and I just want to give you a quick little review of this new broadhead from Trophy Taker. Everybody's been asking me about it in email and on Facebook, so I thought I would show you one of these first prototypes, and they are really a cool head. Many of you know I'm not, a huge fan of mechanical heads. I do feel like they do have their place. But there are downsides to them. There's downsides to both heads, fixed blades or mechanicals. But because of this head was designed by Rusty Ulmer, he's had a lot of insight from his brother Randy Ulmer, Dan Evans, who many of you know is an elk killing machine, who has been a skeptic of mechanical heads, is actually the one who was interested in getting these on the market. So there's a lot of cool features about this broadhead that we really have never seen from a mechanical point of view. The main thing is, when this is shut, it's very compact. You can see there's hardly any exposed blades on the front when it's closed. There is a rubber band here. The small rubber band is actually encased in an indented trough, so when it's in the correct position, there's no wind drag on it. It's flush with the ferrule, so it's really good in that respect. It really just keeps the blades from coming open in flight. It's not like a jackknife style head where it holds the blade shut and they have to break the rubber band. It's really a lot different. But when you shoot, and as soon as you would enter the animal, these blades, will spread open. There's not going to be penetration loss because the blades aren't jackknifing backwards. But what's super cool about these heads is once they open just like this and they go past one another, there's two seared edges. Once they go past one another, the seared edges fall, and from then on they can't close back shut. So as soon as this has been opened, these are now, the sears have passed one another and these are now locked open. They do pivot, so if you're shooting on angles, it's a great design. Another really important part of this broadhead is there is an edge now on the back of the blades. So if you go into an animal and your broadhead is lodged in there and they're running off or crashing off, the back of your blades and the front of your blades are going to be doing damage, which has always been a benefit to a fixed blade head and a downside to a mechanical head. So that issue with this particular product has been addressed. It's really cool. If the arrow tries to come back out, they actually spread wider and they lock like this. Again, you've got blades on the back, so if that arrow is trying to come out, I mean, it's a huge hole and it is cutting the heck out of stuff. Another thing you might notice is there's two holes in these blades, and those holes are going to serve a really cool purpose that I'm going to show you in a minute. But once these are open, it's really simple. You just grab each blade, you twist one down, you pull one up, so you're twisting them in opposite directions of one another. And when you do that, those two sears will separate and you can move them past one another to where they can fully close shut, just like this. So again, just to show you how to close these once they've opened, is just grab each blade, twist in opposite directions and slide them shut, and they are ready to go. Now, probably the neatest thing in addition to those other features about this head is where those holes were on the blades, where that hole is right there, it's in an exact position to where when this is shut, you're going to have a second hole in the middle of the ferrule of this broadhead. That hole is where a set screw can be put in that will come with these broadheads. The set screw will go in and it prevents the blades from opening. So you can practice with the exact head that you're going to be hunting with. I mean, you can shoot it as many times as you want. Right now, we think that we're going to have one nylon set screw, depending on how much, if you just want to have a few shots, or you can put a stainless screw in there if you're going to shoot it a lot. I actually sighted my bow in at every yardage of my sight. I probably shot one with a set screw in there maybe 100 times yesterday and had no problems at all. So if you do shoot it with the set screw in there, go ahead and take that rubber band off. The weights are almost identical between the nylon set screw and the rubber band. So I mean, for long range, if people that are long range guys with broadheads, this is an unbelievable head for that. The tip is actually, right now, it's a chisel tip. That could change, but this is literally the first look at you know, what we think is going to be, you know, I don't know the name yet. It's going to have something to do with Ulmer, because obviously Rusty has done a lot of homework in making sure this thing's right. And the guys at Trophy Taker, Dan Evans and Jared, both, you know, big game hunters, and they're serious about good broadhead flight and functionality. And this is just an unbelievable product that's going to be out. And I can tell you, I'll take you right now into a doe hunt. I used this thing just the other day in Kansas, and you wouldn't believe the work that it did. Flew like a field point and just made an unbelievable hole. So let's go right into that hunt. Got a big old doe. Went down 40 yards. This is an awesome product. Full entrance, full exit. We're actually at one of my favorite stands right here. Last year I got a great buck out of that stand, and I cleared a few more lanes right here just so that we would be able to have a shot down to here. And luckily we didn't need a shot this far today, because she was right up there at, you know, 15 yards. But just what I love to do here in the early season. Late in the morning, didn't see any buck movement, so I went ahead and filled my doe tag, and gonna take care of this, have some great table food, and get me strong and healthy and ready for the rut here coming up in another month. So hope you enjoyed it.